You don't know everything when you first get in a relationship. Come to find out she's a little bisexual.
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toller on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. 35-year-old Kevin Watts met his 25-year-old wife, Danielle Daniels, 3.5 years ago. The attraction was instant, and after 6 months of dating, they made it official. Now Kevin wants to slam the brakes on his marriage, but Danielle thinks this marriage can be saved.
I'm here today because I want to save my marriage, but my husband needs to take me as I am and respect my wishes.
I need a woman that can pull her own weight and not a teenage party queen.
Kevin says he's had enough of Danielle's partiality to partying. Today on Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Danielle Daniels and Kevin Watts. Ms. Daniels and Mr. Watts, the two of you have been married for 3 years. You have a 2-year-old daughter together and also a child from a previous relationship. Mr. Watts, you are suing Ms. Daniels for $1,000 for destroying 3 different PlayStation games with your 35-year-old self.
Thank you.
Before we get to that, however, I want to talk a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today. I am going to do that, noting, however, that Ms. Daniels, you don't want a divorce.
No, I don't.
You want to save this marriage.
I do want to save my
You want to get it right, get it correct, and go back home. But Mr. Watts, not feeling it?
No.
No. Okay. Well, we're going to proceed, talk about what's going on.
It's a lot going on.
Oh, I can see that. And see what we do. I'll make a determination with respect to this, the $1,000, and I'll tell you what I see along the way.
It's actually a lot more, but...
Mr. Watts, why don't you start out for me and tell me a little bit about the relationship and why you feel it's over.
Okay, first of all, I met Danielle. You know, she was a beautiful girl. You know, BBD told me never trust a button to smile. I should have listened.
Who's BBD?
Bill DeVoe.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm
please.
sorry, I didn't. It's my era and everything. I should have known.
Yeah, so, you know, she was beautiful. You know, I met her. We hooked up.
Still am.
Everything was all good. So, first of all, she was working. She was going to school. You know, she had ambition, dreams, and goals. As soon as we walk across that altar, it all flipped. You know, first of all,
Ms. Daniels, and that's 3 times. You've been out here 3 minutes, and I've had to.
All right.
Yeah, it ain't gonna stop.
You can't speak to me.
Mr. Watts?
Yes.
Keep going.
Okay. So, you know, first...
She was working, going to school, and once you got across that
Once we got across that
threshold.
altar, she stopped working, she stopped going to school, and too much TV watching. She thinks she's a Atlanta housewife, a basketball wife. Last time I checked, I didn't play in the NBA. So, you know, she thinks just because she's beautiful, I'm supposed to take care of her. Everything she's supposed to...
No. Hold on. I'm not...
Hang on.
You know,
let him finish.
Come to find out, you know, you don't know everything when you first get in a relationship. Come to find out she's a little bisexual. She has a big anger problem.
He knew that before we got married.
No, not at that level.
Yes, you did. What was supposed to change? What was supposed to change? Nothing changed
Now,
about
I know
me.
what you thought. You thought, oh, she's bisexual.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, okay.
No. And I'm going to have a good
I didn't marry him.
No.
Is that what you thought?
No, listen. Let me tell you what I thought. Yeah, that's true. Yes, I think the world is at my hands, but it's different when the girl looks like me.
Oh.
We'll leave that where it is, Mr. Watson. I'm going to go to Ms. Daniels. Why don't you tell me? He says that you were well-directed, working, committed when you married him, and then once you got married, all of that direction and desire just fell away and you expected him to support you?
I'm still the same way. That's the whole thing. I'm still the same way. I mean, we moved, we got married, I was pregnant. I had to stop doing what I was doing when I was working. I worked at a veterinarian office. I could not work that job, you know, how I used to, because I'm pregnant. It required me to lift. I cannot do that. We got married. We moved to a whole nother city. My car's not in no good condition to drive 50-some miles every day, so I can't do that unless he gonna buy me a new car, which he should have. I'm the one that's driving every day with the children.
Mr. Watts, do you understand that, in fact, you have moved and she did get pregnant and have a baby and circumstances have changed, thus what she can do changes?
Well, yeah, the circumstance changed. That's true and all that. But off the top, you know, when we was getting together, I told her what I wanted in the wife. I told her I want a wife that's going to school, working, so we can build something together, not stay at home, get pregnant, and be a housewife, which her whole intentions was anyway. I was just a sucker that did it.
Judge, no, and I don't see him.
Well, hang on for a minute. Did he sit down and talk to you about what he wanted out of a relationship?
No,
and a
not
companion?
in detail like that.
What?
Because it was the pretty looks, and plus the things I do that got him head over heels, and that's why he's still here. You know, ain't nothing gonna change, so he can claim all he wants.
So you're contending that he did not ever have any discussion with you about what he was seeking in a relationship and a marriage? He didn't
even know what he was seeking.
How you figure that?
He didn't know.
I could have stayed single and did what I had to do.
You could have, but you didn't.
My whole plans wasn't to take care of no woman, not like that.
When divorce court continues, has Danielle cheated on Kevin with another woman?
I didn't cheat, not with him, and then, you know, without him in the room. No, I did not. The time that we had, he was there.
She's a lie.
Breakups are painful. Let me help. Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222. Or visit our website at divorcecourt.com and become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Kevin Watts, who is divorcing his wife because he claims she refuses to abandon her bisexual interests. But is Kevin being hypocritical?
Now, I know what you thought. You thought, oh, she's bisexual.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah, okay. No.
And I'm gonna have a good day. My question to you now is, how does the bisexuality thing play out in your marriage? How was it supposed to play out, and how is it actually playing out?
It don't play out because there's nobody there.
What did you anticipate would be the role of her bisexuality in your union?
Well, no, I thought it was gonna be okay till I came home from work for a week, and she had a woman lying in the bed looking as hard as me.
What were the rules that you provided for to keep that contained?
Yeah, every now and then, yeah, I thought she was gonna bring a beautiful woman in and we'll have a little fun.
No every now
you know, I want to be a
and
rock star too, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, they went from beautiful woman to, you know.
At any point in time, did she provide that extra beautiful woman for you? Was that working out for a while?
Yeah, she did.
Judge, it was not a while, and
Hang
I
on,
don't
will you
cheat.
tell me how you managed your bisexuality within the context of your relationship?
I didn't. I just cut it out, and one day just something happened. You know, just something happened.
So you say you didn't engage
I didn't cheat,
in extra...
not with him, and then, you know, without him in the room. No, I did not. The time that we had, he was there. And that was it.
So your problem, no, hang on. Your problem isn't the third party. Your problem is what the third party looks like.
No, that's not true.
The third party still got body parts like I do.
No, because, you know, after a while it all gets old, it all plays out.
Right.
You know, now it's just she won't give up the lifestyle. She want me and she want the gay lifestyle too. When she go out, she go to gay clubs and gay parties.
Because you sitting at home playing PlayStation 3.
Let me ask you this. Did you two ever at any juncture make a decision of how you were going to entertain yourselves jointly? You got married because you wanted to be together.
We did.
You have to at some time make a decision about what you're going to do as a couple. Did you guys ever discuss that? Did you talk about it, or
mean,
did you have expectations?
We didn't need to bring nobody else in because I do everything.
Wait, no, you made that very,
so we don't need no third party anyway.
You know, I got it. You've defined yourself as the freak of the week. I got that all clear. That's not what I'm asking you about. I'm talking about when everybody's standing on their feet and fully dressed. What do you two do
we
as
go
a
out
couple
so
to bring
that
you
we
together?
can keep it fresh, and I like to go out so that we can keep it fresh. We like to go on dates. We get rid of the kids, send them around the corner to grandma's house, and we want to go out.
Do you two date? I mean, do you still go out together and enjoy each other and have a good time?
We go to concerts and stuff, but you know, this relationship that's just the beginning. Stuff she done to this relationship, I mean, it's just hard to go back.
When divorce court continues, does Danielle have anger issues?
She cut the holes in all my tires, all my
Because if he leaving and he ain't gonna get dressed for nobody. And then if he leave, he gotta call me to take him to work.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Danielle Daniels, who is in court today to try to save her marriage. But has she pushed her husband Kevin too far?
She won't give up the lifestyle. She want me and she want the gay lifestyle too.
Ms. Daniels, let me ask you this. He says you're expensive, that you're high maintenance. Is that accurate?
Oh, yes, very accurate. Very.
At least she knows. She's honest, and you know. When
Yep.
you say when you say high maintenance, what do you mean? What do you expect him to provide for you on a regular basis?
I expect for him to provide the small things I want, which is looking good. And that's all that I ask for. I'm not working, but I expect to look good. So therefore, I want to feel like I'm beautiful, you know, even though I know it, but add a little eyelashes to me, add some nails and hair to me. You know, I want him to remember me how we first met.
That's just the beginning. We had our daughter, you know, and the name she gave her, I told her, when we was getting married, give my daughter like a nice white name, like Katie or something like that.
Your Honor, 1955.
Your Honor.
Hang on, go ahead.
Your Honor, she named my daughter, I thought we had twins. It was one girl, Royal, Serenity, Paige, Daniels, Watts.
Say it again.
My
Royal
daughter's name is
Royal,
Serenity, Paige, Daniels, Watts.
Yeah.
I didn't see we had twins. What's wrong with that? When they look at the application and they see all that
She don't have to put all
in the
them
trash,
down.
she ain't gonna be Blue Ivy. She ain't gonna be like Beyonce and Jay-Z.
She gonna put Royal Watts.
You know what she told me? That she can use any last name that she wants. I packed my stuff and I was like, I'm out of here.
Yep, and when you did, what did I do? I cut up all your stuff and bleached your clothes.
Yeah, attitude.
Did you really, Ms. Daniels?
Yeah, I did.
She tears up everything I've owned, not just PlayStation. She cut the holes in all my tires, all my whole
Because if he leaving and he ain't gonna get dressed for nobody, and then if he leave, he gotta call me to take him to work. Other than that, you leaving me and you ain't taking nothing. You gonna start from scratch.
Do you believe that?
No, I don't, Mr. Watts. I don't believe it at all.
Believe it.
But it's true.
Believe it.
Ms. Daniels, you're just a little bit scandalous. You want what you want to make. He's supposed to make money to make you look good, so you can go out with whatever. And bring whatever woman you want home without even consideration of bringing him something he might like too.
We don't do nothing. So that's the difference.
And you seem to have this sense that the relationship is a one-way street, all in your direction, and that's why you want to save the marriage, and he wants to roll because he's not getting what he wants.
I don't get what I want from him either.
You get everything.
All I get is you coming home playing PlayStation 3 and drinking some alcohol.
So we don't go out.
All I get.
We don't go to the movies.
I got to beg him to go out.
That's
and then
not
he
true.
want to go and dress like he about 85, and I don't want him to go like
Yeah, that's
that.
another
I don't
reason
want to
why
go looking
she'll
like he a
tear up
sugar
my
daddy.
clothes, because I don't fit for what she want me to look like.
What, you have a certain look that you have for him that you would like him to portray? Could you describe it for me?
I mean, you know, some cool little tennis shoes.
Skinny
some fresh...
jeans. I'm not 18.
Hang on,
Hang on. I don't want you in no skateboarder jeans.
Hang on, go ahead.
But some tennis shoes, some fresh jeans, and a fresh shirt. Look nice, with a nice haircut. You know, not none of that raggedy stuff. You caking up all this old beeswax on your hair, trying to get some waves. You don't have good hair, so you can't do it. But I don't want you in no point.
There is no such thing as good hair.
It's on my head.
I just want to put that out there. There are different textures of hair. To be good hair, that expression means more like white. And white isn't right just because it's white. White is white if you're white. White is wonderful. Black is wonderful. Your hair is not bad because it has texture. Don't put that out there. 25 years old, you should know better.
When divorce court continues, will Danielle see the error of her ways?
He's a good man, and I know I have some things I need to fix.
Divorce court returns with the case of Kevin Watts, who is in court today seeking a divorce from his wife after 3 years of marriage.
You want to save the marriage, Ms. Daniels, because what's worth saving? What do you see in it that you feel
Because he's a good man. I love him. He's a good man. And I know I have some things I need to fix. And I
What do you need to fix?
My spending habits.
Spending habits. Anything else?
No, that's it.
I got
Maybe my attitude. Maybe my attitude.
She got the worst attitude in the world.
Hey, what's wrong with your attitude?
I got a temper. I go from 0 to 100 just like that. I'm like a Ferrari.
For the smallest of reasons.
Yeah, like cleaning up. He don't clean up. That sends me through the roof, you know? And he treats me more like a maid than a wife.
Mr. Watts, you're done. Is there anything that could make you undone?
I sit and think, I hate her and I love her. It's a thin line between love and hate. I really don't see it, but I'm sure I don't know. I really don't know.
He got room to change, and so do I.
I really don't know.
And if we love each other, then we'll both change. Period, point blank.
I need to hear your point of view, because she's not even expressing.
Ms. Daniels,
she's never wrong.
Ms. Daniels, I'm gonna speak to you. And I don't want you to say anything while I'm talking.
Okay.
The attitude is killing you. That is the response of a child. A 2-year-old doesn't get what he wants. He goes to 0 to 1,000 because that's all he can do. That's all he knows. I didn't get the cookie, I must go wild. Whenever you go after him, whenever you go wild, when you don't get what you want, you are behaving like a child. You cannot work with he can't work with childish behavior. You can't improve if you continue to be a child. So the first thing you have to do is decide that you're going to respond like a grown woman to challenges and problems and things that you don't like in the relationship. If you are unwilling to do that, it's never going to work. Don't act like a 2-year-old. You need to grow up, Ms. Daniels. You need to grow up. What?
He don't talk to me.
See?
I talk to him all the time.
She's so busy yapping.
At no point will you have any growth because you cannot look at yourself and see anything wrong. At no point can you have growth.
She don't even know you, and she said
over.
everything.
It's over. Yeah, you need to grow up. I can't help you until you're ready to help yourself. Did you tear up the man's PlayStation?
I have.
Yeah, you have. And you've done more damage than that, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
This is what I'm going to do.
But that was back then. That was back then. I done changed.
No,
I done changed. I really have.
Well, let me tell you what. You haven't changed enough to keep your man because he's here and he wants to go. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to award him the $1,000 that he is seeking you for your acts of vandalism, which what they were. Just because you're married to him doesn't mean you can vandalize his stuff. $1,000 in favor of Mr. Watts. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you.
It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the court.
Kevin and Danielle report that they have turned a corner in their marriage. While Danielle still loves to go dancing, she is more compassionate and understanding toward Kevin. And he is more helpful around the house and more involved in family activities. Both feel the show has helped their marriage and say their bond is stronger than ever.